Good morning, darlings. I just wanted to come on here and remind you guys that if we are talking about Black Lives Matter, I know y'all thought, what? Black Lives Matter? It's that Nicole, come on, that was 2020. This is 2025. Yeah, bitch. I know. Anyway, when Black empowerment is the topic, right? Movies that consists of Black trauma are not the right thing to watch. Because tell me, why the fuck some teachers think, oh, let's empower our Black students and show our white students how it should not be done. And then they're watching movies like 12 Years a Slave. Are you fucking stupid? Have you lost your fucking mind? Listen, and that ties back to Netflix and when I saw that back then, I thought I was losing my sanity. Turns out I wasn't. Turns out I was actually correct. Yep. My eyes were not playing tricks on me. Netflix, I think that was in October or something like that. It was 2020, right? Thereabouts. When the whole world made Black Lives Matter a trend. Netflix thought, hey, why not come out with the Black Lives Matter category? I was flabbergasted. I was like, hell yes. Fuck yeah. I was ecstatic. I opened my Netflix app. I navigated to the Black Lives Matter section. And once I had opened it, I closed it. I dropped my phone. I had a moment. You know what I mean? And then I opened the app again. I was like, nah, Nicole, there's no fucking way. You look closer. Go back. I did, and I still regretted it. Okay? Because tell me why the only fucking movies I saw in that category that was, by the fucking way, titled Black Lives Matter. That was the title, okay? I'm not pulling that out of my ass. That was the title. Netflix. Mind you, somebody, whoever, in the Netflix headquarter or wherever they make their fucking decisions, sat down and was like, yeah, we should do like a Black Lives Matter category, brought it to the table and suggested the content. And anybody involved was like, yeah, we should, yes, absolutely yes. We should do that. Now you may be like, Nicole, why is that a problem? Well, if the entire section of Black Lives Matter movies consists of trauma porn, of what white people have been doing to Black people, when, by the way, there was also the movie They Don't See Us. That was the movie, right? Or Get Out. They were also new movies. So don't tell me that, oh, it was just, no. There is no justification. There is no explanation. And there is nothing that makes this right. Let's be fucking for real. Nicole is not that deep. It actually is. It actually is that fucking deep, okay? Because if you're bringing out a Black Lives Matter category to appreciate Black people, why the fuck are you only showing what Black people had to endure? You did not for a moment to think about showing the world the greatness of the African nation that was built long before we even existed. You did not think about the fact that maybe there should be movies in that fucking category that talk about the greatness, the achievements, the civilizations that Black people have blessed this earth with, the way Black people have contributed to the development of humanity globally, the way everything has been stolen from Black people and Black people have been discredited for hundreds of years. No. Y'all did not think about that. Not for a second, okay? You were like, oh, how can we, Black Lives Matter? Somebody was like, you know what? Just go to the archive. Bring out anything that has anything to do with slavery and colonialism. Throw it in there. They will be good. That's what happened. Literally, that's what the fuck happened. Because how? How? I want to understand the thought process. I wish I could have a moment and really ask the people involved that pressed air and put that fucking shit in their categories and uploaded it. And we're like, yeah, that's the deal. That's how we appreciate Black Lives Matter. That is how we show Black people that we care and we see them. Who opened your brain and took a massive dump inside there and closed it back and you're not calling it your identity? Who the fuck did that? Because whoever, I hope and I pray that you will never find peace. Honestly, I hope you suffer for the rest of your life and even until beyond. I hope you suffer in eternity. I hope your soul will never find rest. I cannot for the life of me comprehend how we had a whole global outcry because a Black man was innocently murdered in the most disgusting and terrible way possible. The whole world saw the fucking footage. And y'all sat your ass down and were like, what could be the next step now? Yeah, just dump an entire category of trauma porn, racism, neo-colonization inside there and this is not Black history, you dumb fucks. There is this beautiful saying, slavery is not African history. It interrupted African history. Y'all could have had all the access in the world. Y'all have the money, y'all have the outreach, y'all have the platform. This could have been the moment in history where Netflix would have gone down in history to do the right thing at the right time. To choose standing on the right side of history. But no. Why give a shit about Black people, right? Why? You know, it would have been so simple. There are countless African heroes, African queens, by the way, that resisted colonialism. Yeah. That could have been mentioned here. That could have had their own moment. That could have been aired. That would have been the appreciation of Black people. Why the fuck would you sit down and show the whole world what Black people have gone through and what Black people are still going through? Because it's not as if it's over. It's not as if we have even gotten to some type of acknowledgement in society, in history, in governments. No. We are still debating whether or not somebody should be singing the N-word, right? Because we don't give a shit what Black people say. We don't give a shit if Black people tell us, hey, I really don't like what you're doing. I think it's very offensive. We're like, what? But you say it too. If you don't want me to say it, stop saying it. Oh, God. And now the next problem is that Netflix is literally like a monopoly. You can literally not get around using Netflix. How? There is nothing that compares to Netflix at this point. Netflix literally owns the market and they know that, and that is why they shit on people's feelings. Because there is no way this can ever be okay. It can never be okay. Let me say that clearly again. If you want to bring the message of Black Lives Matter across, you don't have to use the slogan Black Lives Matter. If you want to show what Black people have contributed to society, which by the fucking way, Black people are literally the root of humanity. Without Black people, nobody will be yapping now. Okay, let's get that down. Your first step should not be going to watch 12 Years a Slave or Blood Diamond or Django or Hidden Colors or all the movies that are literally fucking traumatizing. Even as a non-Black person, if you can't watch these movies without shedding a single tear, I fear you. In fact, I never want to cross paths with your existence. I want you to stay far away from me, as far away from me as humanly possible. Because how the fuck are you watching movies based on things that actually happened and you're not moved? Fuck away. Fuck off. In fact, die. Leave. Go.